Namaskar friends, this is NJ, host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on planet Mercury, which in transit has entered its sign of debilitation today. So as you know that from 1st till 15th of this month, Mercury is going to remain debilitated in transit. Although in this month of April, there are like lot many important planetary transit which are going to be happening. Like I mean to say, Mars is finally going to be out of the range of Rahu and it is going to enter the sign of Gemini on 14th. And also Sun is going to be exalted, Venus is going to enter the Aries sign, and Jupiter, most importantly the planet of fortune and auspiciousness and prosperity, is also going to come out of the range of planet Saturn and enter the sign of Aquarius. I was initially planning to make April monthly horoscope video for all the transits, all the ascendants I mean to say, but somehow I got occupied with so many other things which are happening in my life. So I just thought of at least I should be making individual transit and its impact on our lives. And guys, when we talk about the planet Mercury, it is very important for you to monitor its transit, because first of all, to begin with, if you want to understand Mercury or its role in astrology or in our lives, so you cannot restrict the signification of Mercury only to communication, only to self-expression, expertise in languages, mathematics, accounting. See, Mercury can be seen as the manager amongst all the planets. It's the strong state of Mercury in your chart only which can make you a good learner. It's like moon just represents your senses. It's the Mercury only which gives you this tendency to how to integrate, how to manage the information which is coming to you and break it down into proper information. That is the only reason, guys, whenever we talk about expertise in whether it's acting, becoming an actor, becoming a stand-up comedian, or whether to get success in business, I mean to say I have even seen all those people in whose chart Mercury is strong and making money is like a game for them. Okay man, you know, in this market, in this area, I'm seeing good opportunity. Let me just churn out some money in this area, in this field. So I mean to say that is the kind of expertise which you can attribute to the planet Mercury. And guys, Mercury is the only planet which gets exaltation in its own sign only. I mean to say there is no other sign out of all the 12 zodiac signs which has got this potential to give this planet of discriminatory intelligence its best dignified state. And how can you correlate the debilitation of Mercury? Because as you know that Mercury has entered its sign of debilitation. So guys, the debilitation sign for Mercury means that in the Pisces sign, Mercury loses out its discriminatory intelligence. Because when we talk about the Pisces sign, Pisces is all about compassion, it is all about transcendental wisdom, it is all about losing out and gaining the merits, spiritual merits, which is completely in contradiction with the innate personality of the planet Mercury. So guys, I mean to say, although till 9th of April, Mercury is going to be conjunct with the planet Venus in the sign of Pisces, and Sun is also going to be there in the sign of Pisces. So how can you correlate this thing? This concentration of the planets which is going to be there in the sign of Pisces. So you have to remain bit aware in the sense that whenever Venus gets exalted, it's just like that, guys. Venus gives you fine taste in art, in beauty, towards all the beautiful aspect of the life. And when we talk about the expenses, so an exalted Venus can actually, it's like it can disturb or distort your rationality while handling your finances. You might get swayed by the charm, by the beauty, by this surge of buying something which you might not even need at that point of time. And because Sun is also conjunct with Venus, so somehow the Pisces sign is highly accentuated. The combination or the conjunction of Mercury with Venus can be seen as a cancellation of the debilitation of Mercury, but still you have to give attention to how you are managing your finances, all those expenses which you might incur during this transit of Mercury in its sign of debilitation. So you have to give strong attention towards those expenses. Are those spendings, are those expenses are actually required, or you are just getting swayed by the force of emotions. That is something, guys, which I wanted to tell you. Now we are going to have our discussion basis the 12 ascendants, that how we can see or correlate this transit of the planet of discriminatory intelligence as per your ascendant to the specific house. So beginning with the Aries ascendant. So guys, as you know that in your case Mercury becomes a very important planet for you. Whenever we talk about the actual true strength of a Aries person, so it's not always the physical strength. Your prowess is being ruled by the planet Mercury, because whenever we talk about the strength, it's the third house, which is the house of Parakram, courage, valor, and the sixth house, which represents how ferociously you handle any situation of competition. So I mean to say Mercury is actually your true strength, and the transit of Mercury in the 12th house can be seen as little bit vulnerable times, that the way you express yourself, the way you exert your energies, you have to give strong and high attention to that, because in any case you have the conjunction of Rahu and Mars right in your second house of speech. So because of which even the matters of the finances, so whether it's about the matters of finances, the way you're going to express yourself, you have to give strong attention towards that area. Moving ahead, guys, now if you want to understand for all the Taurus ascendant natives, so guys, in your case Mercury is going to be entering in your 11th house. So I mean to say, in one way, your ascendant lord Venus is exalted in your house of wish fulfillment, house of your social influence, your group networking, and even Sun is being posted over there. But only because, just because Mercury is going to enter its sign of debilitation in your 11th house. So the only thing, guys, which I want to advise you over here, because as you know this thing, that Mercury rules your house of finances, the second house, and at the same time Mercury also rules your 5th house of your intellect. So I mean to say 5th house also represents your speculation, any form of investments in the stock market, trading. So I mean to say, wheresoever the concerns of finances are involved, and that too if you have to rely on your network or on your friends, this could be your elder siblings as well. So the only thing which I want to advise you over here is that for the next 2 weeks, till the time Mercury is going to be debilitated in your 11th house, so do not blindly trust on people, specifically when there is money or finances are involved. And along with that, guys, when we talk about any of the speculation, stock market, anything of speculative in nature, risk has to be very, very calculative. Moving ahead, friends, now for the Gemini ascendant natives, Mercury is not only your ascendant lord, but also it is your 4th house lord as well. And in transit, it is going to get debilitated in the 10th house of your public image, of your career. So I mean to say, the only thing which I want to advise you over here is that, let's say for example, even if at your work front, if things are not working as per your liking, your bosses are giving you hard time, there is some additional responsibilities which might come on towards your shoulder. So I mean to say, do not lose out your hope. And the second thing is that, specifically when we talk about your work related matters or dealing with your bosses or people of authority, try to be very rational, try to be very realistic while dealing with your bosses or regarding any of the handling of your like official or business related matters. So you have to give high attention to your intellect rather than blindly trusting on people. That is the only one thing which I want to advise you here. Moving ahead, friends, for all the Cancer ascendant natives, Mercury rules your 12th house of spirituality, of foreign lands, of moksha, and it also rules your 3rd house of your courage, of your valor, of your communication. So I mean to say, Mercury is going to get debilitated in your 9th house of luck and fortune. So the only thing which I want to tell you over here is that try not to get into any of the conflicts regarding or concerning your faith or someone else's faith or someone else's belief, because let's say for example, you might not have even that intention, but if you get into any argument, whether on the Facebook post or even people of your known circle, so there could be some kind of conflicting situation. You might be misjudged or misinterpreted in any of those given situation. So try to avoid any of these conflicting situations, specifically where either your faith is involved or someone else's faith is involved. And at the same time, third house is also the house of your or like our self-initiated efforts. So let's say, for example, in the next 2 weeks, if you're planning some of the new tasks to initiate, or some of your like professional moves, I mean to say, or any of the professional endeavors, or if you are connected to the fields of sales, media, marketing, social media, content creation, so whatsoever decisions you are going to take, those decisions have to be completely realistic, completely rational, and at the same time try not to leave anything on the luck. So that is something which I want to advise you over here. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand it for all the Leo ascendant natives, so guys, Leo is a king. Whenever we talk about the Leo ascendant, the one impression which comes to our mind is regality, royalty, authority, fame, creative talents. And at the same time, see, if we say someone as king or someone as royal, so it's not only the personality, not only the fame prospect, but also the money or wealth which also comes to our mind. And the good part here is that for all the Leo ascendant natives, their bank balance is being handled by this planet of discriminatory intelligence. I mean to say, it's Mercury only which is responsible for their financial state, because not only Mercury rules their second house of finances, but at the same time it also rules their house of opportunities, the 11th house as well. And in the transit, like the way Mercury has now entered your 8th house, so this time period could be in a way be seen as good for all those people who directly deals with the 8th house related professions. Like for example, you are a psychic, or you deal in wills, insurance, so you might get benefited. But apart from that, even to all those people who deal in these fields connected with 8th house, still you have to remain bit cautious, bit careful. Like for example, try not to lose out, or try not to blindly trust on people, try not to it's like blindly trusting people, or all those situation, all those signing up or agreements, or any of those situation where there is not complete clarity, where the path is bit vague, there is not much of the clarity. So try to pull yourself out of those kind of vague or conflicting or ambiguous situations, specifically where finances or where social contacts are involved. I mean to say, many times guys, what happen is that we are always cautious when we have to deal with strangers, but many times what happen is that when we are dealing with known people, we remain bit nonchalant, or we remain bit like unprepared, like okay, I trust this person, or I have met this person through this reference, so I do not have to verify, I do not have to cross check details. So I mean to say, in those kind of situation, during this transit of planet Mercury, you have to give special and additional attention. So that is something which I want to tell you over here. But at the same time guys, when we talk about again 8th house related connected profession and people, they still could get benefited, because specifically the time till 9th of April, till the time Venus is there with Mercury, can be still seen as beneficial. But let's say for example, the time period from the 9th or 10th of April till 15th of April, you have to remain bit cautious. Moving ahead friends, now if you want to understand it for all the Virgo ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, as you know this thing, that Mercury is not only your 10th house lord, the house lord of your profession, your public image, at the same time it also rules your ascendant as well, and it is going to get debilitated in the 7th house. So I mean to say, 7th house is a very important house of partnership, of business, of your public image. So I mean to say, try not to express yourself, try not to project yourself in a way that people are going to misinterpret your moves. So that is one thing which I want to advise you over here. And any of the matters of the business, or if in your case the business partnership qualifies, so while signing up, while communicating, while expressing, try to give attention to the consequences of your actions, of your endeavors. So that is the only one thing which I want to advise you over here. And even if you want to understand it from the perspective of your relationship with your partner, so let's say for example, time till 9th of April can still be seen as positive till the time Venus is going to be there in your 7th house. But once Venus is going to enter the 8th house. So the time period from the 9th of April till 15th of April, that 1 week you have to give additional attention to your moves, the way you are expressing yourself, the way you are communicating with your partner. So try to give additional attention over there. You might get misinterpreted or misconstrued. So that is one thing which I want to advise you. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand it for all the Libra ascendant natives. So guys, as you know this thing, that for the Libra ascendant natives, Mercury can be seen as a good planet for you because somehow it has also got the rulership of your 9th house as well, and it also rules your 12th house of spirituality as well. And in the transit, it is going to get debilitated in your 6th house. So I mean to say, try to remain bit cautious, bit careful while dealing with your subordinates, like in your daily work life. Like I mean to say, I have already explained this thing at the beginning of this video, that Mercury can be seen as a manager. Well placed, dignified Mercury makes someone efficient in handling all areas of life. So I mean to say, whether it's about your concerns of your health, your skin, your fitness, the way you deal or you manage your daily chores, or if you are on a managerial role, your subordinates, your juniors. So try to remain a bit cautious, and that too specifically, guys, your house of Fortune Lord getting debilitated in the 6th house. So let's say, for example, if in your case any of the law related concerns are getting qualified, or if you are already going through heavy debts, so try to take calculative decisions during this time till the time Mercury is debilitated. So that's the only one thing which I want to advise you over here. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand it for all the Scorpio ascendant natives. So guys, in your case, as you know this thing, that Mercury first of all rules your 8th house, and it also rules your 11th house as well. And in the transit, Mercury is going to get debilitated in your 5th house of your intellect. So I mean to say the same thing which I want to advise you over here. If in your case stock market, speculation qualifies, even if you are in any of the artistic and creative field, so try not to create any kind of controversy, because again guys, you have to remain a bit cautious, bit careful. Even the controversies not always end up for people's benefit only. Many times it gives them bad PR as well. So try not to stir up any kind of controversy, any kind of scandalous situation. Try not to be very confrontational. And at the same time, when it comes down to trusting with people, or let's say for example, if you socialize a lot, you get introduced to someone new, or someone who has been introduced to you with issues of or concerns of the credibility of the person. So do not blindly trust someone. All those people who are student, give additional attention to your grades, to your academics, specifically for the next 2 weeks, because you know this thing, that when we talk about Mercury is a very important planet for all the students. Whatsoever information is being flooded to you, or being coming to you, I do not wanted to use the word thrown at you, but I mean to say, whatsoever information is being introduced to you, it's the Mercury only which gives you concentration, which gives you this discriminatory intelligence, how to break it down and process it as a form of learning. So I mean to say, Mercury getting debilitated in the 5th house. So whether the concerns of the love, romance, or artistic and creative fields, any of the speculative interest, if that qualifies in your case, so remain bit cautious, remain bit careful. Guys, the only objective of these kind of videos is that in the back of your mind, you have to remain cautious, careful, that okay, because of the planetary transit is happening in these areas of my life, and if my profession, if my business, if my livelihood directly comes in that purview of that planet or connected to that house, so I have to remain a bit additionally cautious. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand it for all the Sagittarius ascendant natives. So guys, in your case, as you know this thing, that Mercury rules your 7th house, and also it rules your 10th house of your public image. So both the two houses of the public image, of the public dealing, is being controlled by Mercury for the Sagittarius ascendant natives, and it is going to get debilitated in your 4th house. So first of all, to begin with, this time period or this transit of Mercury could give you a little bit of the restlessness, emotional anxiety regarding the responsibilities of your work, of your profession, or let's say for example, if you are a content creator, or you are holding a public seat. So the way you interact with world, the way public sees you, the world sees you, concerns regarding your public image might overwhelm you, might give you some additional anxiety. So try to remain bit calm in those kind of situation. And specifically guys, if in your case any of the concerns of the domestic life qualifies, like you are planning to buy a vehicle, or any of the concerns of the housing, property, real estate, conveniences, domestic important decisions, so if that qualifies in your case, so try to remain bit cautious. And when I say caution, I mean to say be rational. Do not surrender your rationality over this surrendering attitude or compassionate attitude of Pisces, which is not always required, which not always work in everyone's favor. Unless and until you are a sage or you are an ascetic, then it's a different case. But otherwise, if you are living in this world, performing your daily duties, so you need to have strong Mercury and strong discriminatory intelligence to always guide you. Now, if you want to understand for all the Capricorn ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury not only rules your house of fortune, but at the same time, it also rules your house of hard work, your 6th house as well. And in the transit, Mercury is going to get debilitated in your 3rd house. So guys, 3rd house is the house of your communication, of your like friend circle, of neighborhood, your younger siblings, the way you express yourself, your self-initiated efforts. So I mean to say, first of all, to begin with, when it comes down to expressing yourself, so your house of controversy, 6th house is also involved. So try not to stir up any kind of controversy, try not to express yourself or communicate any of the like the way you are going to express that might get misinterpreted. So try to remain bit cautious, try not to get involved in any of the contradictory or any of the conflicting or controversial situation. So try to keep yourself away from all these kind of situation. And at the same time, when we talk about any of your efforts, any of your endeavors, I mean to say, now whether you are a content creator, whether you are in sales, whether you are in marketing, so I mean to say, try to remain bit cautious the way you are planning your moves. So let's say, for example, if you are not being very calculative, you are not being very careful, very defensive, so unnecessary the lack of planning at your part might come hard on you. So just try to remain bit cautious of that. And that too, specifically when it comes down to the people you hang out with, your friends or people in your neighborhood, so try to not blindly trust people. Or let's say, for example, even if some confusion happens or some of the misunderstanding happens, try not to be very quick to come to conclusion, because you know that if you actually address someone or call someone as your good friend, so I mean to say, friendship gets strong or gets more strengthened because of all these vicissitudes, all these small fights, which somehow makes the bond of friendship more strong. So try not to get agitated, affected, or try not to act bit volatile in any of the concerns or matters of your dealing with neighborhood, neighbors or friends, or even if you're with your colleagues, your comrades. So try to remain bit calm and composed while dealing or conducting yourself. Moving ahead, friends, now if you want to understand it for all the Aquarius ascendant natives, so guys, in your case, Mercury is going to get debilitated in your house of finances. So not a very good news for you. So I mean to say, Mercury not only rules your house of intellect, house of speculation, which is 5th house, but at the same time, it also rules your 8th house as well, which is the house of secrecy, which is the house of scandals. So I mean to say, this transit of Mercury, you have to remain bit cautious in the matters of your financial dealing, your financial handling, because Mercury, which in itself is a planet of discriminatory intelligence, which is a very quick moving planet, which is a highly impressionable planet. So just because an exalted Venus in your 2nd house might give you this temptation towards all those luxurious things, towards a indulgent lifestyle. So try to remain bit cautious, whether in the form of while making any of these expensive purchases, or even if in your case your financial handling is bit careless, or you take a lot of risk, or stock market speculation qualifies in your case. So try to remain bit cautious, and additional attention needs to be given in the matters of your finances. And at the same time, even when we talk about your speech, so try to express yourself in a clear and concise way, otherwise you might get misinterpreted. So that is the only thing which I want to advise you. And last friends, if you want to understand it for all the Pisces ascendant natives. So guys, as you know this thing that in your case, Mercury not only rules your 4th house of emotions, feelings, contentment, but at the same time it also rules your 7th house of your public image as well. And in the transit, Mercury is going to get debilitated in your 1st house. So to begin with, first thing which I want to advise you over here is that, see, try not to get overwhelmed, specifically when any of your decision making comes into picture. Any of the decision making regarding your public image, dealing with public, outside world, or any of the community related causes, concerns, if that qualifies, because right now the planet of discriminatory intelligence is debilitated right in your 1st house. So I mean to say, you might get overwhelmed or overpowered by the force of emotions, your concerns and well-being for other people. So where you might see this time period or this transit could still be seen as a blessed for someone who is away from the public life. He is or she is a fantasy writer. You have to remain in your own shell and you have to be away from the world in your own reality. You need to write something, or for someone who is a psychic, who is a yogi. So this time period can still be seen as very good for that person. But let's say, for example, for someone who is living as a part of the society, as a part of the world, fulfilling his duties, responsibilities, has got a very active social life. So in those kind of situations or circumstances, try not to lose out your rationality while exerting yourself, projecting yourself, and at the same time regarding any of the concerns or matters of your business, if that qualifies in your case, anything concerning your public image, holding public office, or even the matters of your domestic life, any important decisions of your family or domestic life, or let's say for example, if you were planning to buying a car, or any of the concerns of the housing, property, real estate. So try to remain a bit cautious and additionally rational. And even if you have to take the advices of someone else, try not to hesitate on that regarding the important decisions. So this is something, friends, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs for this transit of Mercury in its sign of debilitation. For further more updates and notifications on the divine signs of astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Thank you.